What's up, YouTube? Tokyo. Getting off the job. Watching J Dom's video about femmes being raped by studs. It's an interesting topic. Let me see. Okay. It's weird to come across that, like, this seriously, because I know females who have, said, oh, this girl, she tried to take my shit, or, this bitch tried me, and blah, 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 blah. And, it's funny because when I first came out, I was a STEM. And, this little, like, baby stud, I don't know what she could have possibly been thinking at the time, but she tried to take my shit. For real, like in real life. She didn't have no strap or nothing, y'all. She was just gonna jump my bones within her imaginary dick or whatever. But she really was trying to force herself on me, and I was like, okay, you know what? At the time, I was inebriated. We don't need to talk about it, but I was quite inebriated. And I was like, I'm gonna sit down. I was in my apartment complex, and I was at my friend's house. And, it was about, all the little, the gay boys was there dancing, doing their little show. And, the studs was there and the femmes was there. And, everybody was there. And I was kind of like, the new gay person. Because I just came out. I used to have my hair perm. I think this particular day I had gotten off work. I worked as a loan officer in a mortgage brokerage. So I had my hair perm. My little 9 to 5, little pink button down polo shirt, black slacks, square toe, pink and black Stacy's, like to dress nice. I was looking, pretty professional. I guess she had it twisted because I had a perm. And so, after work, I'm, drinking, getting comfortable and everything like that. And I go, everybody's kind of leaving because, it's getting late. And I was sticking around because I had a crush on the girl's sister. So, I'm sitting on the couch, just sitting on the couch. I'm like, dog, my head hurt. I need some water. Let me get some water. Let me get some water. Let me get some water. And here she comes and she straddles me. Like, I'm sitting on the couch like I'm sitting on this chair. Just like, oh my God, I'm, like really seriously, like I need some water. And she comes and she sits on my lap. She straddles me. Tries to start kissing me and things like that, and I'm like, stop, whatever. I know she tried to, get all up under the nigga clothes and shit, and trying to get in the nigga britches, and I was like, what is you doing? I'm like, okay. And I was like, oh, so that's what you gonna do? You gonna take my shit like that? You just gonna take it like that? It's just, when I'm fucked up, for real, I start getting mad, right? I don't know what the fuck shorty was thinking in real life. I really don't know what the fuck she was thinking. Long story short, she was straddling me. I hooked my, arms behind her knees, and I stood up. This caused her to fall flat on her back. Of course, she got cussed out. She started crying, so I really had a heart to beat her up. Oh, it was so silly. I just couldn't whoop her ass like that. I would have been, within my rights. Oh, hold on, here's the door. So I didn't have a heart to beat her ass. It just tripped me out though that a stud actually tried to take my shit for real in real life with no strap. Right. She just gone, I don't know, digitally just, be all up in me or whatever. Man. That's the stupidest fucking thing in the world, dog. Somebody gonna spin around, fuck your ass up over that shit. As far as reasons why people do this, I think it's more of a power thing or a domination thing, or an anger thing, than it is about actually getting your rocks off. It's like a forcing upon somebody to take, what you got type situation. I guess, I don't know. But I think it's more like an ego trip or a power thing, to try to, do that to somebody. I don't think it's cool at all. And I have a friend of mine that's really into power play, sexual power play, rape fantasies and shit like that. And I was asking her, what the fuck is that about? And she was like, well, my girl, when she said that, she brought it up, her girl's a stud, and coincidentally, the chick I'm talking about is a stud too. Weird. But she was like, my girl brought it up to me, and she was like, this is something I'm interested in. And she said she was, scared about that, but she explained to her, it's something that she feels like, that she wanted to do. And, she delved deeper into the situation, come to find out, she had been, raped by a man and everything like that. And that led to a lot of other stuff, but, with the rape fantasy, she said she felt like she was reclaiming part of her strength when her girl allowed her, even though her girl was allowing her to do this, it was like allowing her to reclaim part of her strength or something like that, or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. What was I gonna say? I hear about it happening a lot. There's one stud in particular I owe, a 2-piece to the snot box. If you're not familiar, I'm gonna show you what that's like. This is a snot box. This is 1 piece, and this is 2-piece. So you got your 2-piece to the snot box. Work it out. So I owe this greasy motherfucker 2-piece. But it's like, and then the stud that I noticed, like, basically this rapist, she is like the loudest, most just lamest, weakest, no game havingest, sorriest, stupidest, lamest fucking stud I have ever met in my life. I'm like, you are not. She just a big ass blob of what the fuck. I don't like this. I don't like her. She extra as hell, dog. But and it's like everything that she does is just extra for attention. Like she feeds off of that. Like her ego, like feeds off of the bullshit that she creates in her life, and it's dumb as fuck. She's also like this player type. Also with the raping the femmes and shit like that. There's not nothing like pimp or player about it to me. Don't want to talk too much. I've never been in a situation where I felt like I had to muscle abroad to get what I wanted, honestly. And if it was a situation like especially like, yeah, like, working with females and stuff like that, it wasn't nothing pimp. It's nothing, I don't know, it's nothing pimpish about being a rapist. I really don't see anything pimpish about being a rapist. I do understand, the whole, I don't know if anybody else like has heard about that shit with the, the studs punishing their girl, not necessarily raping them, but they punishing their girl with the dick. Like, they acting up and I'ma fuck you, the way I want to fuck you tonight type shit. You can go from really extreme with that to really mild with that, but I'm familiar. I've heard about that before, like, studs, giving their girl the business when they ain't acting right. I don't know if that's necessarily, I don't know, because there's so many variations on that like situation, but the particular individual that I'm thinking about, I just see them as a nasty person. I don't like the way that they treat their girl anyway. And the girl is so sweet. It's so ridiculous. That girl is so sweet. She is such a sweetheart. And she'll do some shit like, we'll go to the house and she ask her, hey, your ma, bring me my cigarettes or something like that, or bring me something to eat or something like that. And she'll bring her something to eat or whatever. And she'll be like, do this, and this. And when somebody barking orders at you all the time, you be like, especially the way this woman talks to her girl, you be like, you know what, you need to ease up. So she told her, you know what, damn, I'm trying to get it done. You over here barking at me. So she told her, you know what, she's like, all right, I'm gonna handle that shit. And they go in the room or whatever the fuck. And, they yelling and hollering and shit. Girl come out, like, crying, go directly to the bathroom and shit. She all puffed up in the chest, like she just King Kong on this shit. Talking about, yeah, she run that mouth, had to give her something to do with that shit. Went on to explain to me that she just basically, because I didn't know she was packing, she just basically took her girl in the back, just start fucking her. Like, really. And it made me uncomfortable because I was like, is she okay? Like, the way that she was crying, I was like, is she okay, man? I mean, what the fuck, dog? She eventually, I'm like standing here like talking to her like, you ain't gonna check on her, dog? He's like, nah, she alright. I'm like, but dog, for real, son. That's some other shit though, man. I don't know. But if y'all ever heard about that, you punish your girl with the dick, it's just ridiculous. You ever heard about that? Let me know about that, because that's another subject. It's not necessarily, I don't know. Tell me about that one.